Boy, everyone else must be really late for the pod.
Jave and I know. Congratulations on your brown.
I hate to break the fishing news after end check, but I'd like to speak about the ice hockey.
Congratulations, you're one of the 13 listeners of the Real Life Podcast.
We just traded a migraine in for like an orgasm.
Might want to mark that down.
Yep. All of my projects are on schedule until they're not.
A member of the Nation Network of Podcasts.
About as funny as we're going to get today.
Matching hoodie day.
Jay and I are matching. Chalmers is here.
Hello.
And this is the Real Life Podcast on Monday, October 16th. Giddy up.
Giddy up.
How about them Oilers, boys?
How about...
Yoinks.
Yeah. How about them Oilers?
Zoink, Scoob.
I'm trying to not be upset.
Let me ask some questions. Are you happy with the start or unhappy with the start?
Yeah, not happy. That's
You didn't
for
have
sure.
them going 0-2 to the Canucks in your bingo card?
You know, I probably expected them to split.
I'm irritated.
Like, I know, but like, I don't want to be scorched earth
Like
yet.
one,
but like,
one loss that you didn't have planned. You expected a split and they lost 2.
I expected them to win both, to be honest.
yeah, it's true. It's true.
I think the word
It's how we
I
lost.
think the word you're looking for, other than upset, is you're trying not to overreact.
Yeah. Because like I know I'm an Oilers fan and I know what our brand is, and it's trade them all, fire the coach, move the team to Houston. No, Oilers fans don't say that.
Right.
Move the team to
They
Houston.
go 0-3. There might be a move. The
Like it's you know, it's a long season. Like, and so I'm trying to I am really trying to like just deploy some perspective.
If
here.
you look at game 2 in a vacuum, it wasn't that bad.
And it was terrible. We outshot them 41-16.
But like the Oilers, that was the goaltending. As a whole, the Oilers were fine, mostly.
Yeah, a couple, like just a few bad decisions. Like we broke down to Owen every day. The goal that everyone is carving Darnell Nurse for. The 2-on-0 the other way where he jumps up in the rush, right?
Yeah.
I think there are a number of other things in that play that went spectacularly wrong. Cody Ceci jumps up in the rush, even though he's not an offensive guy, but then just stands like he's holding hands with Ryan McLeod. It's like, okay, if you're going to jump up in the rush, do something.
Best view on the ice on the goal, too, though.
Nurse jumps up and he should have known, hey, my partner's right there. I can't jump up. But he jumps up and he's in the best spot of anyone on the ice to receive a pass.
Yeah.
If Ryan McLeod sees him with decent vision, it's a grade A look for Darnell Nurse from a spot he's scored from quite a bit. Instead, McLeod passes it to the outside to Fogle, who shoots it wide of the net by 6 feet. That's the one thing you don't do on an odd man rush.
Best breakout.
Yeah, like, so, and I know, again, done by Darnell Nurse, but there were 3 or 4 other plays
how he played that too.
Yeah, like he's laying on his back starfished and the puck hasn't even been shot yet. And it's like, what's going on?
Like the guy shot it right where Skinner was. Like it was the easiest save.
Yeah.
Like granted, the 2-0 shouldn't have happened, but like for unpacking every element of what happened there, that was also bad.
It's hard to win with a 750.
Like the Oilers were shot out of a cannon for 42 seconds.
Yep.
Shot out of a cannon.
Shots were 5 rip, 45 seconds in.
And it just stopped. Like just stopped. They got their goal and then it just was like cruise control.
I had a couple of Beveraginos at the game.
Yes.
And this is a story you'll appreciate, Chalmers. I'm sitting there with my old man, watching the game. Oilers are down 4-3 late. Guy behind me has been a little annoying all game. Also, lady behind me who has sat behind me before and loves to talk about how much she hates Darnell Nurse, how bad he is, how she knows hockey. She's having a heyday. 5 minutes to go. This guy has had a few to drink as well. I would hope no one sober would act this obnoxious, and he will not shut up. Why is Cody Ceci on? There's 4.5 minutes still left. Why is Cody Ceci on the ice? They should fire Woodcroft for this. He turns to his buddy. He goes, I watch a ton of hockey. Cody Ceci's the worst defenseman in the NHL. Worst one. You can ask anyone. And he's yelling. Every second word's an F-bomb. Like there's kids in the section. And he is going at the Oilers for like 4 or 5 straight minutes, not shutting up. And it's to the point where everyone around him is kind of like looking back, being like, what's going on up there? And he's immediately behind me. So finally, my dad turns around and gives him a little like hand to the mouth, like zip. And the guy does it back to my dad.
Oh.
And I turn around and I go, pardon my language. I turn around and I go, it's time for you to shut the fuck up. All right.
Whoa!
And he was like, I'm not going to shut up. What are you talking about? I was like, hey man, everyone's looking at you right now and it's for the wrong reason. Zip it.
What?
And then he comes back at
He
me.
had the high ground.
And then in my head, I hear Chalmers because I'm sitting there. I'm like, is this going to escalate?
This is how
and I
it
was like,
starts.
then I'm like,
Wait,
wait.
Dad, start filming.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like,
Instead of
I'm the low
Chalmers.
ground. I was like, I can't start the fight. If something happens, I got to get the high ground. I need to have leverage down.
Smart
So I'm
thinking.
thinking of Chalmers the whole time.
And did you have the peace of mind to look around and see if anybody was starting to pull their phones out?
No, but the older
Because that is a surefire. You look around, see people start to video, you're like, oh God,
Here it comes.
here it comes.
older lady in front of me turns around and goes, thank you. And I was like,
That's all you need.
I'm out here. I'm protecting this section.
I got you, Baba.
This is my home. So yeah.
Obnoxious fans.
And
You
then
shut up and that was the end of it?
Well, and then when I turned around kind of one more time after he kept running his mouth, he was like, why is no one saying anything about this? It's embarrassing. There's still 3 minutes left. The Oilers could have tied the game, and I wanted them to tie it so bad so I could turn around and be like,
we all have
you.
social discord. We're all thinking it.
yeah.
We all think that we're all unhappy right now.
So the next time I turned around again and looked at him, his buddy like tapped him on the chest and was like, let's calm down. Let's calm down. Let's calm down. And I was like, that's the final straw. Like the third time we need to like address you. Holy. But yeah, I thought I was going to get into a stadium tilt.
You just start taking off all your clothes. So there's nothing to grab.
Yeah.
You're in your underwear. All right.
Come on.
Let's dance.
The Dave Brown
That's why I
special.
brought this olive oil with me.
Like, listen, people,
Yes, this.
people that talk like that and act like that at games bring normal, nice people into that fray with them.
Like
Where
I've never
it's hard
yelled
not
at
to
someone
say
at a game,
Yeah.
but like it got to the point where it was like, okay, one, now my dad's getting pissed off and that makes me uncomfortable. So like, don't
There's
do
already enough
that.
tension between the two of you.
Exactly.
You don't need any additional drama.
What did your dad say after? What was the debrief?
We didn't talk about it.
Not one word mentioned.
No, like not even like a boy. Could you believe that guy? We walked to the car in silence.
Your
and then-
dad, and I'm
He
sure you know
loved it,
this,
though.
would be a good guy to commit a crime with.
Oh yeah,
Keep
probably.
a secret.
Yep.
You
Not
lock
saying
it down.
shit.
No,
No, he didn't say anything.
I would not be worried if I commit. Not me personally. If you committed a crime with your dad, I don't think he'd rat you out.
He
Ross
could maybe
could be the ultimate alibi.
he could maybe pull off more than a one and done. He could be a 3 and done, maybe.
We
Yeah,
keep
maybe.
some cards close to the vest, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So if anyone was sitting in the area of section 115, I know there's a few podcast listeners because a couple people came up to me during the game. We're like, oh, hey, you're up
Okay.
there, whatever.
Yeah.
So one, either you heard how annoying this dude was and
Yeah.
you probably did. Two, if you were like, why is the Oilers Nation guy dropping F-bombs and yelling at a dude? There was good reason for it.
I think though, you're in check. You have to bear in mind now, like you're famous enough that if you do something, it's not like local man removes clothes and is escorted out of arena. It's Tyler Yaremchuk removes all his clothes and is escorted out of the arena.
Which is objectively a good headline and would be good for the site.
There's no such thing for me and Jay and everybody's bad PR, but potentially for you.
Yeah.
So
Well,
just-
and didn't have to hit 30,000 subs to see it.
yeah.
Yeah, just me naked at Rogers. So that was my Saturday night, and then Sunday night at my beer league game, there
guy was there again?
there was an incident in the parking lot. What? So like,
Your team was involved or no?
I for legal reasons, I don't think I can get into it on the air. No, I'm kidding. It's not that serious. But like, I had like a fight-filled birthday weekend.
Oh yeah, happy birthday.
Yeah,
Happy
thanks.
birthday.
The actual birthday is the 15th.
It was yesterday.
Okay.
That's okay. Also,
Always on point,
I have another friend whose birthday is on the 15th. So all my buddies rode at the bowling alley for her birthday. And we went there and the lane next to us threw a bowling ball through the roof.
Wow. That's committed to the release there.
Like they were hammered and it was just 4 dudes. I was like, what are you guys like? I guess bro night out, like let's go bowling. But like those ceiling tiles at the Stafford Bowling Center are just like the ones you can push up, right?
Yeah.
And they took a 10-pin bowling ball and it went up and then back
That
down
takes
and
a lot
slammed
of
down.
force to get a ball up there.
Did you get kicked out?
And the bowling alley guy walks over like in front of them and just goes, out. No arguments. They were like, yep,
We've pushed this too far.
we're good. And out they went. Everywhere I went this weekend, controversy.
It's because the Oilers
conflict.
are creating
Tension.
tension.
There was a weird moon this weekend.
Yeah.
There was a weird moon.
Was there?
Yes. There was a weird moon. Got mooned.
We got mooned. I was checking to see if there's new reviews. There's not. But yeah, that was my weekend. Lots of
Your weekend
potential
sounds
fights.
like it was full of tension.
It was.
That's not good.
No. Anyone else?
Still good. And the next game you go to, have you ever seen, like you said that the lady behind you was always there?
She's been there before because I highly doubt there's just someone with that annoying of a voice who yells the same things about Darnell Nurse.
All right.
And she was there.
Yeah.
Does she know that Darnell Nurse signed for $9 million?
Oh, does she ever?
Is it Sarah Nurse?
Her favorite line was 9.25. He's overpaid and overrated.
Oh,
You went for EA?
Yeah.
You seem to have the stats.
that's
It's like, damn.
a double.
Darnell might ask out if he hears that. So yeah, it was just miserable. The Oilers game was miserable too. Like that sucked. That was annoying.
Oh, it's just
especially because like we talked on the pregame show, like bet with your heart on that one, right? It's like you knew like everyone wanted it.
I was given some bad betting advice. I was using terms like bet the house on Saturday, responsibly, of course.
Everybody was talking about how there's no chance the Oilers lose the second game.
Yeah. It was a bad season so far, but only one way out of this.
Only one 5-on-5 goal in 6 periods is a problem.
No one outside of the Oilers' top power play unit has a point yet.
That's
Problematic.
That's an issue.
Evander
I thought
Kane
the
hasn't
Oilers
played
were
yet this year.
The Nuge had a 3-point night.
been out of the lineup.
That's what I was gonna say. I thought the Oilers were gonna turn it around. Nuge gets the tying goal.
That's huge.
It's the signature one. Then immediately after.
That was a dandy goal.
Immediately afterwards.
Immediately
That's
after.
the
51
like,
seconds.
they just like I you got to give the Canucks some props, some ish, but like that not enough to warrant them winning. Like we outshot them 41-16.
Did you see the list I tweeted out of in the last 3 years, the goalies with the best save percentages
Bloody
against
Jack
the Oilers?
Campbell second.
Fucking Jack Campbell second. Damn. What an asshole. Someone commented, they're like, wow, they should give Jack glasses where he sees the other team in blue and orange and maybe he'll start playing good.
The reverso glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. So who starts tomorrow?
Gotta be Soup.
Yep.
Gotta be Soup.
Yeah, I would agree.
Or Picard.
Like I don't want to pick on Stu too much because it's 2 games, but like he's allowed 8 goals and 31 shots.
His save
Picard?
percentage is like, does it start with a 6?
50 in both games.
Too many days between
Consistent.
games.
It's only 2 days off.
I know, but
I know the boys need to.
they need to get back on the ice, and I wish they were playing tonight.
Me
I
too.
do too.
I wish they were playing tonight just to get back in there. And just
I actually wish they had a back-to-back after losing on Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the first game is on Wednesday, and you don't play again until Saturday.
Yeah.
You got to think about that for 3 days.
But you know what?
Now-
Maybe
And
going
then
out
they
on
go
the
on like
road,
a crazy compressed schedule after that.
Yeah.
maybe they're going out on the roads what they need right now. Little bonding,
Yeah, when they're
little
going to
unity,
Nashville.
Going into Nashville.
Go to
Time.
Tootsie's.
Yeah.
Do you think that Jack Campbell maybe has like a clause in his contract that if he hits a 750 save percentage, he gets a bonus? And that's what he's shooting for, some sort of selfish.
He's like, damn, I'm actually tight on cash. So
Yeah, they're like, there's a misprint in my contract. 750 gets my bonus.
Yeah, I'm just trying not to be upset here.
Nashville, Philly. Remember when I asked on the last show how long until the Oilers get their goal differential back up?
Yeah, I said by end of Philly game.
Yeah, I don't think
Is
so.
that 4 games, I think.
Well, they so
They can do
they're
it.
now minus
Hey,
8.
heading to Nashville, mayor of Nashville. I don't know what it is on Betway, but Leon Draisaitl to score feels like free money tomorrow.
Oh man,
Nothing feels like free money right now.
no, yeah, it's. I gotta limp my way back into
On
confidence.
Saturday, I actually did not as horrible as I thought I did when I checked yesterday morning because I sprayed the field as you do. My props were hitting like Leon 2 points, hits, but where I mixed in money line plus
Yeah, that's where they got you.
rush.
Yeah,
Yeah. That was like me last night on the Bills game too.
I also bet on the
that
Bills.
was
I was trying to
stressful.
manifest for your birthday.
Diggs, what a props hammer, Josh Allen throwing TD. I was like, yeah, everything's gonna be good here, and then it just
like they were playing the Giants, bro.
yeah, that was so embarrassing. Again, this was not a great birthday weekend. My teams crushed my soul. I was getting into fights left, right, and center. It was terrible.
It was a weird moon, man. You got a bad moon for your birthday. Sorry to
Great
hear.
weekend. You should have come on out with me. Friday night, Wu-Tang and Nas concert at Rogers.
How was it?
Unbelievable.
Really, they were good.
So good. So
I
the
get
last-
worried about like older hip hop
Amen.
artists.
Amen.
So did I.
I want to go. I didn't want to spend the price on the tickets.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah. Hip hop shows that I used to go to, when you'd see Kanye or they would mix up their show so much with like the way the music was.
Yeah.
You didn't even know what song you were listening to half the time. it was hard to listen to. A lot of people just yelling, and I was worried that Wu-Tang would be a lot like that. It was exactly the opposite.
They've been touring their whole lives. Like they've been doing this like for 20 years touring.
It was so good. They had such a good stage show. They mixed in, they went like Wu-Tang and Nas, like back to back, couple songs here. They really mixed it well where they just kept going. There was like no break for like a good hour and 20 minutes. You could hear everything. You knew the exact song, like just the mixing of the songs was amazing. We didn't think Method Man or Ghostface Killer were there. When they came out, it was electric. Like Method Man is one of the best performers I've ever seen.
Method Man.
Dude is jacked right now.
Fucking right.
So when he asked me, he's like, did they all look old and like out of it? Not even a bit. Like Raekwon, they were all good. Every single one was good. And none of them looked like out of place. Nas was unbelievable. He's fantastic. And he did play a couple songs from his like new album. And so it's like,
He's got dreads though. I don't know if I like Nas avec dreads.
Ooh, I like his new album though. His new
I didn't listen to it before the show. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you should.
Is that what it's called?
Pardon?
King's Disease 2, I think.
King's Disease 2.
I think it's King's Disease 2.
But yeah, it was really good to have just a concert that sounded that good.
How did Triumph sound?
Triumph was amazing.
What was their encore?
And I heard old ODB's son.
ODB's son was out there. Looks just like him. Sounds just like
Did
him.
he rap his ass off or
Raps
what?
his ass
Does he?
off. Yeah. Did all ODB's parts. Well, Triumph, I think, was I can't remember now. I was just fully engaged when Triumph came on. Cause like JR and I used to listen to that song all the time.
Oh, fuck.
Basically to the point
9
where
million times.
we could rap every single lyric on the
Still
damn song.
could.
Still can. And it was so good. And they were all there. And it was a great show.
Shout out to Wu-Tang for getting across the border, all of them still.
I know.
thought
I was kind of wondering about that.
I saw an interview though. Method Man was on Drink Champs. And so I saw him all jacked. And whatnot.
Yeah.
But he was saying that they've toured consistently since the 90s. They're like, why is Wu-Tang still relevant? Blah, blah, blah. He's like, we still tour. Like, we never stopped. We still go overseas. People love us.
It was packed. The only seats that weren't sold in there were the upper portions on each side. But everywhere else, it was packed. It was packed. Smelled amazing in there, obviously.
What happened?
Yeah. But so we were able to stick around a little bit after. And obviously, like, the Oilers were going to play the next day.
Yeah.
And so we watched them tear the place apart. It is unbelievable to watch them tear apart the like main concourse level and just the systematic way that they go about it. Within an hour, the whole thing was clear. And it was very cool.
It's like rehearsed almost,
It's
like the way they
rehearsed.
move.
They basically split it into two sides, the left and the right, where they bring out these carts, they put away the chairs, and then they sweep up all the bottles and all the crap, and then they lift up the floor while the stage is being de-rigged, I guess you'd call it, all the rigging taken out.
Dismantled.
Yeah. Right side got off to
de-rigged.
a big lead. And we were like, okay, right side's going to take it. Left side came back storming. And I don't know. And they really bottlenecked their chairs. So they need to think that through. But it was just interesting watching it all happen. Because I've never really seen that happen. Like when you know that they have to tear down a concert venue for a hockey game the next day. Most likely having like skates. What time would their skates be?
Yeah.
8, 9 in the morning, right? So it was cool. That was fun. That was Friday. Saturday, I went curling.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I went curling.
It's a hoot.
I haven't been curling in 20 years, probably. And for my oldest son's hockey team, we did a parents' night out.
Yeah.
Rented Jasper Place.
That is
curling.
awesome.
It was awesome.
Do you guys do that every year?
We in some form. There's
Yeah.
usually like a parent get together of some form. This was the first one in a couple years that's been out. Out of like a venue at somewhere. And it was perfect because we rented the whole place. We had dinner when we got there. Then we went and curled, watched the Oilers game kind of a little bit while we curled. Finished right around the end of this first period and went back upstairs. And then somebody pulled out 4 crib boards and it turned into a full-on crib tournament.
Nice.
Yeah. So we were watching the Oilers game, having a crib tournament. But like, it's not easy anymore to put all your weight on your left foot and slide to like the end of, I don't even know what the area is called, but like
The hog line.
Out of the hog line?
yeah, it's really, really not easy. And so it was very interesting. It was very, very
Any
interesting.
spills? Any falls?
There was not many spills. No, I mean, some people after they had like thrown, like just kind of like had to fall over because they were so off balance, but no like full on falls, like where you're walking down the middle with the slide. Not a lot of people use the slide outside of just like throwing it.
Yeah.
Cause that's just dangerous. It was just, I got on there and I felt like Bambi on the ice surface.
Yeah, never step on the ice with your slider first.
No.
That's how you go
That
down.
would have been
You're
bad.
gonna have a bad night.
Yeah.
Yeah. So curling, man. And then, it was a good time. Stayed there till like midnight.
Our pal Ryan who's always bidding on the golf.
Yeah.
He wants us to do an Oilers Nation bond spiel. I think it'd be
Oh
great.
man, that would be fun.
Wanya, have you curled ever?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was on a team.
You were?
Yeah.
You think you could still get down and slide out in that position?
Well, it's hard to say.
I definitely
I'll tell you this.
cannot.
You're one of the parents I look up to, Chalmers. And I remember throughout the years, you've hit me with a bunch of facts and whatnot. I try to remember them all. The fact that you not only have to attend all of your kids' events is annoying enough in my mind. Now we're doing just hanging out with the parents of the team, and the kids aren't even fucking present for this nonsense.
You know what? It goes a long way. In the parents don't fight as much when they've gotten to know each other over some drinks.
Running a sanity check myself where I'm like, are you going to give one shit about the other parents on Wanya Jr.'s various teams? Like, you got to be more like Chalmers. You got to think about these things. You got to unplug your fucking hose. And you got to go to team night when the kids aren't even present.
Well, I am a huge proponent to out-of-town tournaments at the beginning of the year. I am a big proponent to out-of-town tournaments, period, because it's like...
It sounds like the Oilers need an out-of-town tournament.
Oh, for sure they do. They need to go away. They need to get
They need a parents'
together.
night?
They need to have pizza in a conference room, play some mini sticks, and just...
See, I think it's because you did
go
this
in
when
the
you
pool,
were a kid.
the water slide.
Like, this was a thing for you when you were a kid. You were on the teams as the child.
Oh, yeah.
Now you're reliving it as the adult.
Yeah, and now
I never
realize-
made a team of note. We never left town, right? Because it wasn't a thing. So, Wanya, you're off the hook.
Now I realize why my parents used to come into the hotel room not till 2 a.m. and say, "Oh, you're just having a good time with the other parents."
Yeah.
But seriously, like bonding with the team and the parents is so important because you can avoid a lot of just like tension if there shouldn't be tension, but like you just never know, right? But this is a good group because we've been with a lot of these parents for 5 years now. So getting to go do something like curling, I don't know, it's just fun. It's a good way. You should do it for your kids' hockey team. Everybody, when you go
Or just go curling in general.
Anytime we host Euros, I take them curling. That's
Where do you
the
go?
one time Shamrock.
Oh yeah. I mean, the ice is like so nice. It's like little
Pebbled.
textured. Yeah.
Pebbled.
But like
Smooth as hell.
smooth as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazingly hard to throw those things accurately.
Yeah.
Like incredibly hard.
Yeah.
But
The weight.
we did it.
The
No
weight,
falling, no injuries.
Weight is like-
accuracy, I'm like usually okay with. The weight, I still struggle so hard getting my weight down. I sit and listen to the guys of the curling club be like, ice is about a 13 today, more like a 12 and a quarter. And I'm like,
they're
I'm guessing
one of the
every
ice.
time, boys. It's been 4 years. I'm still
I've had
guessing.
4 Miller Genuine drafts today.
Yeah.
So that was my weekend.
That sounds great.
It was
sounds
good.
awesome.
That
It was
sounds
very
great.
good. Needless to say, that's 2 late nights out.
Yeah. How you feeling today?
It's there. It's there.
It's the reason you're here, not working.
Yeah, well,
You're like,
yesterday,
no, Monday podcast day.
Yesterday we actually did like nothing. Got to watch football, one hockey game. That's it, and then home for dinner and what? Like it's just I was watching Survivor pools crumble yesterday, and surprisingly,
People are still alive.
Buffalo would have lost almost every remaining person in our Survivor pool either had Buffalo, Kansas City, or San Francisco. And it was
Suck it, Sam.
not
Brand.
looking good. Not looking good.
I can't believe, the Giants winning, the Jets winning was stunning. Giants almost winning was stunning. But yeah, I couldn't believe the Niners blew it.
Can I say one thing?
You may?
No.
For anybody out there that questions whether or not dreams come true, just want them to take a quick second to listen to what I have to say.
Okay.
At the very beginning of this podcast, I was questionable as to whether or not I would like doing it, be good at doing it, but we did it. And I am now sitting on a podcast that I'm on, sponsored by a ride company. And if you ever look at yourself in the mirror and think, I don't think I don't think good things can happen.
Okay, don't say the company yet.
It launched. It launched.
Oh, is it launched?
Do you not pay attention to the group chat
Or Instagram?
We literally have.
Do you
something
know
any of our live content?
Do you know how much is going on with this company right now?
Somewhat.
This is one of the things. This is literally one of the things.
Actually, you know what? We did the social announcement. I tagged Chalmers. Chalmers is now a sponsored athlete.
That's how I found out because I wasn't here last week. Anyways,
But I don't know what we can say yet. I don't know how deep into the campaign we are.
this is what we can say.
Yes.
I put the bottle right
I
here.
am now
right.
fully, officially on a podcast sponsored by my favorite rye.
Having paid into the
Crown
industry
Royal.
all these years, you're finally starting to extract
Can you
money
believe
back.
it?
Yeah,
You gotta-
Can you believe it?
You got to give to get,
Can you believe
and
it?
you're getting it.
You've been manifesting this moment for decades.
You've
Well,
been drinking all that rye, getting ready.
They've been paying attention. They're like, that's our guy.
It's most our sales in the Edmonton region.
Like we need a podcast with a guy who specifically talks about drinking rye.
Yep.
And they found their man.
You and John Scott.
It's a marriage made in heaven.
You drank so much rye, you went pro.
Yep.
Congrats.
And we're here.
10,000 hours, man. You hit the dipping
It's one of
point.
those moments you just look at yourself in the mirror and you go, can you get much better than this?
Oh, that's
It is great.
one of these shows you can probably sip on a CR and
On this show, you could.
cola.
Yeah, a little Crown and Cola, Crown and Ginger. I'm more of a Crown Ginger guy over Crown Cola.
Yeah. So I had a couple like last week.
Mhm.
No cola in the house. It's very refreshing.
Mm.
Yeah. Now I know why my grandmother liked it so much. She was a big Crown and Ginger fan.
I'm slowly developing to an on the rocks guy.
The bar downtown on Jasper Ave?
You've always liked that place.
I got an old fashioned kit. Make your own old fashions at home.
Nice.
It's very good.
What's your bourbon of choice?
I do whiskey old fashions.
Oh, wow. Well, then CR is
I know.
your jam,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Do you like go all out with like an orange zest and the
No.
real big kick?
Oh, you need it. Well, you need your simple sugar,
Yep. A little bitters.
little bitters. You don't do the orange zest?
I didn't have an orange.
Who has oranges?
I love oranges.
Yeah, it's.
You actively have oranges in your fridge right now?
I thought like
I had kids and I don't have oranges.
Yeah, I have oranges in my house right now for sure.
Crawford loves oranges.
I actually just ordered delivery groceries yesterday for the first time as a test run.
Baller alert.
I've never done it before. I was very lazy.
How did the produce come?
So that's the issue.
Did they
sometimes.
take the bottom of the barrel produce?
They that's how they get rid of the
That's what I
stuff
worry
that's
about.
expiring.
That
That's
is what I did not order via delivery.
yeah, it's smart.
Smart.
Good
Yeah.
move.
Did not order produce.
Yeah.
I'd never done it before. I was curious how it went.
Oh, it's great.
Here's a different way
There's
to
a
order
promo code.
groceries. What you do is you order one item at a time. So order a 10-pound bag of potatoes and then eat exclusively potatoes until you're through. Then order a 3-pound bag of carrots and eat that exclusively.
Oh,
That would be awful.
I could do that. I could eat carrots for like a
Smart
week.
way to order. So you minimize your grocery shopping.
So I don't know the answer about the produce. Didn't go there.
Good.
Go
Stuck
to the
with
bulk
the
nut
staples.
section.
Sometimes it's questionable.
$40
I mean,
worth
it makes
of cashews.
sense. It is weird though that there's just like a random person out there wandering around the store grabbing my stuff.
I think that'd be kind of a fun job.
You just go around and be like, I'd never order
Do
this.
you love grocery?
I like
shopping?
grocery shopping. Yeah.
Well, if I
When you order, how specific do you have to be? Like, you can't just say peanut
Specific.
butter.
you
You
have
say
to
like,
pick it.
No, you're in the weeds.
And if they don't have it, they'll get you an alternative.
Or they will, within the app, they will text you and be like, this wasn't there. Do you want something else or do you want to just kill it? But you got to be
It's very
specific.
interactive.
You gotta be
three
specific.
of those
most-
calls, and I'd be like, you know what? I'll just come down there.
It's the most.
Fuck off, all right?
I'll come help you.
I'll just be right. I'll be right there.
I didn't get one.
Good.
He just showed up, dropped my stuff off. Interesting test. I don't know that I'll do it often, but maybe if I'm feeling lazy, watch football on Sunday.
But sometimes it's a time thing.
Yeah.
I
Because
did.
the amount of times I know I have to go get something from the grocery store and I just forget every time.
And then I order delivery is my
Well, you don't
problem.
make a
So
list?
that's why
You go to the grocery store on a list?
No, being
I always
like,
have a list, but the time
Well,
spent
yeah, I
to
do.
go to the
I
grocery
like to
store,
free
wander
ball.
around, find my shit, and then go home.
I used to do a lot of grocery shopping, and I used to be a walk every aisle, make sure you see every product type of guy. No list.
yeah.
Because
You go
You don't like
Raw
saving
dog?
time?
yeah, I like to be a little impulse. Little impulse, you know?
Well, because like the list sometimes throws you off. Because like you like because the list doesn't fall unless you're a
You
fucking
can't make
pro.
the order you have to.
You make your list match the aisle order.
Well, to a certain extent.
Because like mine's like, my first 2 items are on either end of the grocery store, and then I'm already like, fuck this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it happens.
This doesn't happen with my strategy.
Because I'll skip that item.
Order 1 pound
then
of
forget
bag
the other
potato, 1 pound, 10 pound
Do
bag.
you not
of
Order
order groceries? I feel
185 bagels, and it'll buy 3 a day. 2 months till you got to go grocery shopping again.
I see nothing wrong with that.
Do you not order groceries delivery? I swear I got this idea from you.
Oh yeah, I do it.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I also like the pulling up to the front of the store, curbside pickup for groceries. That one's good too.
See, but like at that point, I'm just going to go.
It may as
myself.
go in. Yeah, I'm with you. May as well
You
go in.
pull out your phone for 5 minutes, open up your trunk, they throw them all in. Thank you. Boom,
Yeah, but
gone.
I didn't even get off my couch.
Yeah, that's fair.
Is there not a more annoying thing than when you get home and you'd forgotten something because you've shopped yourself and you just forgot one thing? What if they do that to you? You're going to be like furious.
But then you're not mad at yourself, and that's always a good place.
Yeah, you can deflect the blame.
You can be
Someone
like, that
else's fault.
asshat forgot my whatever.
Unbelievable.
Sardines.
Pistachios.
my tin sardines in fresh water.
Just order 17 units of cubed salmon and nothing else. Answer the door in a bear costume. That's how I order groceries.
Millennials these days, though, you give them that job, they probably go get the bag of ice first and walk around the store with it.
Now this guy's
God,
a
that
pro.
would make me so mad.
Some pride
Everything
in
was
your job.
nicely packed in the box. It was lovely.
You came in a box?
Yeah. Not like
Oh,
like a
yeah,
cardboard
but you
box.
have to like, because they don't do bags anymore, right?
Yeah, no, it was just all in a box.
And you have to like unbox it.
I unboxed.
Yeah.
It's like how Costco is. Everything in the box.
This bag bullshit.
Yeah, it's annoying.
The bag, it's again, I forgot. Like I went through the drive-thru the other day to get some breakfast.
You got to.
Was not paying attention. Do you want a bag? I said no. And again, here comes my fries loose on the tray.
And I'm just
In between-
grazing off the tray that 48 other cars have eaten.
In
Steal the
between
tray.
my son's hockey games, we had to grab some lunch, so we went to Tim Hortons.
So you drive out of the city to go to Bagland?
No, so I wish
45 minutes.
Classic bagland.
we got our food with no bag because it was just easy. There was more napkins. The amount of napkins they gave could have been 4 bags,
You could build a bag with an apple.
and we used like 1 each.
Yeah.
We had like 50 left over. And I just shake my head and go, this is we are
McDonald's by my house
stupid
now
right
says
now.
You buy paper towel.
Do you want a bag? Do you want napkins? Like, since when are napkins negotiable? What
Yes.
the fuck?
There's and so if you don't ask, you don't get them now in some place. I'm like, what the fuck?
But they don't
Ketchup
charge
isn't
you
even
for
on the
napkins.
menu. It isn't even a discussion.
They're like
anymore.
really
If you want a
using
bag,
this
you
to
want-
like, yeah.
And I also feel like they always used to throw ketchup in your bag at the fast
I
food
feel
burger
like
joints.
that was just what the expectation
Who
was.
And
won
it's
World
because there
War
was-
II?
It's because there was a bag.
Starting to wonder.
I'm starting to wonder who won.
Yeah.
'Cause we're losing everything here. They're taking it all one day at a time.
yeah.
They'll be like, "Oh, can I get a burger and fries? Do you want fries? Do you want a bag for your fries? No, just load the scalding hot fries directly into my
I'll take
hand.
it. Can I order a large handful of fries, please?
And I'll have another handful of Coke.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the lids on everything are all plastic. What are we doing?
Oh, my new favorite one is if you take your own reusable cup to a certain fast food restaurant, you get 10 cents off your drink. 10 cents.
I forgot someone got us a gift as a podcast. I'm going to go get
That's
it.
cool.
Oh, I like
Better be a plastic straws.
Is it a plastic cup so I can go
We
save
weren't talking
10
about
cents?
your M-check's not here. What kind of wild shit did
As
Way off topic.
as if he spoke up to that guy. He's trying to act all tough right
I
now.
know there's no way he told him to
Yeah,
zip
that's
it.
fucking
Not
bullshit.
a chance.
I'll have to check with his dad.
Not a
Whitey's back.
chance.
All right.
Really? Someone gave us a
So,
gift?
what do we got here?
What'd you guys talk about while I was gone?
You mostly.
Questioning your manhood.
Really? I felt like I handled that situation at the game in a pretty manly
Your
fashion.
version of it.
No, you actually did, but we were discrediting the fact that you didn't do what you said you did. That's what our theory.
If you would have
Oh,
said,
no, I
if
did.
you would have said "shut your damn mouth," I would have known you were lying. But "zip it" does sound kind of
Yeah.
in the
Shut
realm
your
of
pie hole.
possibility.
That's what I'd
All right,
say.
so someone sent us this Amazon package, and inside there's a whole shitload of plastic straws. We
I can't
got.
believe that when I said it's got to be plastic straws.
I know.
It actually is. Who did this?
I don't know. They didn't put their name on it. They said they.
God.
Oh no, sorry, it's from Mainlander Tim.
Hey!
I also, to be fair, he sent these about a month ago, and I forgot.
Mainlander Tim.
And
Perfect, they
and
came
they're
up
big
today.
too.
I would share it. I would go out for a dildo with Main Ironton anytime he invites me.
He
Either end.
sent us a note. Avoid the paper straws and thyroid disease, liver damage, and kidney and testicular cancer from Mainlander Tim.
Wow. That's
He really
paper-
cares. He
That's what
really
paper
cares.
straws give you?
Apparently,
Well,
according
that
to
is
Tim.
the new
Slurpee,
thing.
they're Slurpee straws.
Yeah.
Like ones with,
So you could take that pack, put it in your truck, Charles. You'll be good.
yeah, done.
So I need one too. 'Cause
You can
I'm
trust
winding down my
these
Slurpee season.
oversea bulk brand straws to not have any
No
ill
asbestos.
health. Nothing.
We're good.
Mainlander Tim, you a real one.
Yeah.
You are.
I'm finally going to enjoy Slurpee again.
It's been a minute.
All right.
In a minute.
We need to continue with the Crown Royal talk, but first we're going to step aside for a quick break. All right. Crown Royal is on board. New friends. Very exciting.
Delicious friends.
Delicious friends. Tasty.
Throw a Slurpee straw in there.
It's the sound of me
Look
drinking
to
Crown
just
Royal.
Meat.
I know that's not the only bottle we have here, right? Like, there's more. There's got to be more.
There's
One
a
for
few.
every studio.
I think it'd be a funny bit, Charles, if every time you wanted to drink for the show, you had to take it from this bottle so the listeners
Could see how fast we
could
do
just
it.
watch it slowly drain
They
down.
blink and it's empty.
Works for me. I'll have my first one Thursday.
And I will join you.
Our segment for Crown Royal is called the Generous Guy or Gal of the Week because generosity lives in the small things. Crown Royal, crown everything.
This is the generous guy right here.
Yeah, Mainlander Tim gets my first generous guy of the week.
Seconded.
Yeah, I mean, that's an easy one. That's a great tie-in. I didn't even think about that.
Tim nailed it.
Mainlander Tim, the reason I didn't pull out that gift for the last month is because I was saving it for this segment.
Yep.
You nailed it. Well,
Yeah.
there's nothing on the Edmonton ice hockey squad that's worth giving generosity to.
I have a good story from my personal life, though, for my generous guy.
Okay.
Is it the one where you fought the guy at the arena? Because you already told it.
No. So my brother-in-law and my sister went and got a new car. They were sharing one car for a long time.
car?
No.
Oh,
They bought a new car or a used car.
Generous.
But they were a one car household for a long time, but they had a baby over the last month.
Baby's driving the car?
Yeah, baby's driving the car. So they went and got a second vehicle, bought it used from a guy. It was this like little hatchback that my brother-in-law really, really wanted. All this stuff. He gets
Treated
it.
the baby for the car.
They do the transaction for X amount of dollars. He brings it into a shop to just kind of have it looked over after he's bought it because he's just whatever.
That's what one does. Yep.
Yeah. Turns out there is like some things wrong with it. Like there's $500-600 worth of work. The guy who sold it to him reached out a few days later and was like, "Hey, everything all good at the car, man? Just want to make sure like we're good." And my brother-in-law goes, "No, like there's a few things I got to get fixed." Blah, blah. This guy just goes, "You know what? I'll send you $500. I got this
That
one."
is a stand-up moves.
The transaction was done. The money was transferred
Yeah, he didn't
over
have to
one
do
way.
it.
He didn't even have to
reach
text
out.
him. Yeah. And this guy reached out and was like, "You know what? That's kind of on me, man. Here's $500.
That's a good man right
So
there.
they got a 1 month old, buy a new car, money, all that. And the guy just says, "You know what? Don't worry about it. $500.
Give that guy the crown.
Yeah. That guy gets my generous guy of the week.
That is a generous man.
Bag milk.
You know who
I
that
said
guy
Mainlander
was?
Tim. He's my generous guy. I got
Oh,
plastic
okay.
straws.
I
It's
thought
been
you were
the
going
last
to use
couple
the one
weeks.
that I sent because I got another one after that.
I've got a generous one. I don't know the guy's name. He is the kicker for the San Francisco 49ers. And he decided to miss the game-winning field goal to generously let the Cleveland Browns win the football game.
How pumped are you when that
Moody
happened?
is his name.
Were you watching?
Oh, I just
Moody.
Yes, I was pumped, and it was in Cleveland too. And do you see what they do with the scoreboard right behind the uprights? They got this like scary dog face with like scary eyes, to like freak out the kicker. And I was like, oh my god, that freaked me out. Sure as shit, this generous guy missed the field goal.
Iced him.
Damn.
My generous guy of the week is Jalen Hurts, also a football guy.
Mm-hmm.
He had 4 turnovers in the game, 3 interceptions,
In a
and
given week.
generously kicked a lot of people out of Survivor, lost a lot of people fantasy weeks, took them from 5-0 to 5-1, and now we have no more undefeated football teams. San Francisco, your generous guy Jake Moody, taking them to 5-1. The Eagles go to 5-1, and now the 1972 Miami Dolphins can pop their bottles and they can have a good time. And that is my generous guy of the week.
Can you imagine if the Niners finished the year with 1 loss, how bad Moody would feel?
Oh yeah,
It's so tough.
oh yeah.
So tough. So tough.
My bonus generous men of the week go to the Oilers defense for doing next to nothing.
Dude, that was my joke on. Are you going to do it?
On behalf of Vancouver,
My generous
Canucks
guy of the
fans.
week?
Yeah.
Ice Spice. I know she's a girl.
She could be a
Generous guy or gal is the
I
name of
just
the
started
segment.
learning about her the other day.
generous gal of the week.
Taylor Swift introduced her on SNL this Saturday.
What? Tay-Tay. Oh, I guess she was there.
She did a cameo.
Yeah.
She walked out and said, "Ladies and gentlemen, Ice Spice." And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get to learning who this is. And now I know most everything about Ice Spice.
And what makes her generous?
She's a plant.
Industry plan.
I guarantee you Ice Spice is a plant.
Yeah.
She went from not existing
There was no gradual build up with her.
to sitting next to Taylor Swift at the
Red
VMAs.
hot.
Yeah.
She's hot. You
Can't
can't.
know, like red hot, just like the
Oh, it's preposterous.
career trajectory.
Crazy.
What is the purpose of said plant?
Just to get record sales. Like a plant isn't a bad thing. It doesn't mean they're talentless, but it's just like you have a meteoric rise because you're signed to a big record label or something, and you go from no one's ever heard of you to sitting beside Taylor Swift at the VMAs.
Was the baby a plant?
Probably.
He seemed like he had
he's
a
hood.
meteoric rise from nothing.
I mean, he killed a guy at a Walmart. so-
No, he had like 4 or 5 albums building up. Like,
But a plant doesn't mean that you're a one-hit wonder. It just means
Yeah.
you're like expedited. To
I
the
know.
top.
Yeah. And I'm saying DaBaby had like a pretty good climb.
he had quite the fall off too.
Yeah. Tough look for DaBaby. But that's how they
We'll
get
always
you.
have Kirk.
Crown Royal, crown everything.
Ice
There you go.
Spice.
We're doing that segment every Monday, guys. So you're going to need answers every Monday.
Another thing about Ice Spice, Chalmers, so funny. She did a bunch of Dunkin' ads with Ben Affleck, and at first you'd be like, why would they be doing those together? But it works.
Is she from Boston?
No, that's the joke.
Oh,
She's from New York, and he's
funny.
from Boston. So it's very cleverly done. Ben Affleck's an icon.
yeah, no, I know. I don't care for your knowledge of Ice Spice. I don't mind telling you. I think that was.
Bet you the listeners do.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Because I mean, like, I don't even know who this person is.
But that's what's funny. I like to find new musicians that are like white hot with the kids and be like, okay, I got to figure out what this is all
I
about.
would
in the
say you
same-
do know Ice Spice just because you spend time on TikTok. She had a song that was every third TikTok used her.
Yeah.
Okay. Then on the same vein,
That boy a munch.
Yeah. That's it.
who the hell is Sexy Red and why is she everywhere on my timeline these
She's
days?
probably a plant too.
Who is she? What does she do?
She's the author of Ski Yee, one of the anthems of the last few years. NFL players will love it.
Yeah, they do.
They love Ski Yee.
I'm losing my grip on hip hop.
This
as
is
I
why
get
you have
older.
to force yourself to keep up with the new
This
trends.
is why I'm going to Wu-Tang and
This
Nas.
is what you can't do, though. You can't say there's no good music anymore because that's when you officially stop evolving.
Yes.
Have
that's
you
true.
listened to the new Drake album?
Yes.
Yes.
I have not.
You haven't dug into it yet.
No.
It's pretty mid.
It's
Not that good.
It's not great.
And I am like
I love
diehard of diehards when it comes to Drake.
Yep.
It's
Sad about
it's painful.
He's just pretty rich now, and there's not any real beef left.
So is he
and
going
there's-
through like his Kanye? Like, is he trying new things, or is
No.
it just not as good?
Beatles Sgt. Pepper phase.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Well, nobody
I actually like
Pepper's
Sgt. Pepper.
fantastic.
the amount of output he's made, he's sort of like lost all of his peers, right? He like lives in $100 million house. He's probably the Jay-Z 444 stage.
He should just
like 10 years
He should
earlier.
Yeah.
pivot from music to just doing like comedies. And
He should
and
go
acting.
back
This is
to
Because-
Degrassi.
Think of
They
the
should reboot Degrassi. Yeah.
Think of the contracts Drake has turned down to act. You have to respect the fact that he did once he got on in music, he never acted again.
Like, are,
But
are you,
he'll go back.
are you seeing these
You'd have to
videos where
think.
he's walking
He's so
up?
funny
He's
now.
walking up to like people who are obviously on a date with like a girl, and he's just like friends with the dude, but then he's like, oh, and he basically like just starts like hitting on the girl and like, oh, I'll pay for this chat. He's like, oh, you know this girl? She's from my city. And like arms around her, and the guy's just like, but it's like perfect him because he's just like that kind of cheesy. He should just pivot. And like the thing he did with Will Ferrell, remember back in the day?
Yeah, man.
When they were coached.
The ESPN thing.
His Saturday Night Live was great.
But how many actors try, or how many rappers try to act, or actors try to rap, or do the both? And when Drake got on, he was like, "I'm committed exclusively to music."
And now LL Cool J hasn't rapped a lyric in
Not a bar.
not a word.
Ice-T though, once he got on Law and Order, you never heard another album out of him.
Well, yeah, now he's
I bet you Drake's
Ice-T,
turned down the
the
lead
lawyer.
in so many movies
yeah.
because Hollywood knows he's a sure thing on the one side.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the dollars are massive.
He's stuck to it.
I'm done with the Kelsey brothers.
He might be on the sequel of
I cannot
Titanic.
take another commercial with them. I am so sick of these two.
You don't like the
Jason
one?
Kelsey, fuck.
You don't like the one like
Even
the
the brother?
laundry ad?
The beard
What?
guy?
You don't like his Pinty's ad?
Oh my God. Yeah, that's a bad ad.
It's a bad ad.
You've never seen anything
I
to
like
do with
Pinty's.
Jason Kelsey. Now, all of a sudden, last week, he's like freaking out on his coach on the sidelines. And I'm like, What are you doing?
It's a lot of pressure being with Tay-Tay. A lot of pressure, man.
This is Jason, though. I'm talking about too.
Well, Jason always has his heart on his
The
sleeve.
brother was there. He was on the sidelines. That's what I didn't understand. Why'd they let a Kansas City Chief hang out with the Jets during the game? Get out of here. Yeah.
That happened.
He was on the sidelines.
I didn't see that.
Are you Arrowhead
I
Chief?
saw it. I'm sure he was.
He's in New York. He's at the game. He was at SNL. He was at the game. It showed him sitting on the sidelines, not wearing team gear.
Did you guys watch SNL?
No.
I did.
I've got it recorded.
Yeah, I haven't watched it either.
I got a real shady YouTube stream that shows it the next morning. It's from Vietnam.
All right.
And you get to see Ice Spice because she performed. You know, that's what I like.
You could just watch it on demand, I think. Sure.
You have cable still?
Yeah. Is it on there?
Oh, yeah.
What app?
Jag's making a mistake.
No idea.
Yes.
Who's making
Oh, no.
Yeah,
I'm not caught up. I'm not caught up. Yeah.
I'm not up.
That's all I'm going to say.
Agreed. I already know. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Graham Chuck's plugging his ears like he's got pressure in his skull.
That's it. That's all I'm
Look at
saying.
Is this from yesterday's episode? I didn't watch yesterday's yet.
How hard is he pushing in his ears?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's bleeding from the eardrums right now. That's it.
It upset me.
Well, it's like
That's nice.
fucking, I thought you were smart, dude.
Not.
Okay, don't. Enough.
Okay.
I just spoke for half of the podcast audience. Don't. Enough. No more.
Probably all of it.
Mentioned Crown Royal back or on the show, new friends. We have another friend who's back on the show.
Chris Chalmers?
Ding dong. Dash that for the win. DoorDash back on the show.
Are they back?
We can eat again.
Yeah, finally, we can eat again.
Ding dong.
Thank you, Liam. For a limited time, our listeners, our Canadian listeners, can get 25% off and zero delivery fees on their first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter code NATION25. It's 25% off. Up to a $15 value. Or sorry, up to a $10 value and zero delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter the code NATION25. Holidays are coming up. You know when you're like scrambling over, you agree to have people over and it's day of and you're like, I'm missing 8 things and I have to clean the house and this and that. Just DoorDash it.
Well, I can get
Ding dong.
25% off
on your first order.
Because you're hosting. That's probably a $200 order. You want to save $50?
Ding dong.
Push the damn button.
Ding dong. Shout out to DoorDash. Good to have
Shout
them
out to
back in
Liam.
the mix. And Liam.
You know,
for
you're
the
having a
dinner.
party and then you make the order and then all of a sudden you hear,
Ding dong.
and how happy you become because you know the party's going to go off the chain now.
Ding dong.
Well, now I can get donaires for everyone that's coming over.
You know what I like to order on DoorDash? A case of Crown Royal.
Well, you actually can. 25% off. Actually, I don't know if it applies to this, but I shouldn't say anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you just,
Sorry.
we'll get
Keep
it.
on moving along from that. So go ahead, Charles.
I was going to ask if there's any other hockey stories we should be paying attention to.
Austin Matthews has 6 goals in 2 games. He is electric. I can't stop watching him. I'm honestly more excited to watch that tonight than I am for the Oilers tomorrow.
Okay.
How
That is
dare you?
That is offensive to me.
You're trolling.
He's so much fun.
You can have
But
none
like,
of
this
these
isn't
straws.
the first time he's done this.
He's so much fun.
He has a chance tonight to do something no one's ever done in NHL history.
You think he's going to have hat tricks in 3 games?
He's playing the Hawks.
You can't rule it out.
I mean, he could, but like, he's also had a start
crazy.
like this before.
So if you were to say top 3 hockey stories right now, it would be the Oilers.
Oilers are out
coming
of the
gate like
Oilers
that.
are out of the playoffs at Canadian Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Number 2, Austin Matthews 6 goals in 2 games, and number 3, Connor Bedard named as the number 1 most exciting hockey player to watch.
Wasn't the second highest rated regular season game of all time his debut in Chicago?
outside of like
In the
something
States,
like-
it was like the highest rated
Yeah.
outside of outdoor games.
outside of
Does
outdoor games.
everybody get a puck and have to get a picture put on Instagram for your first assist?
First point.
Yeah.
Yeah, they usually do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they would have done it for
And
Connor.
they put up
too.
a banner.
It's not you.
Next game.
Not you 9, but okay.
in all
Huge
32.
400 career assists the other day. Silver lining.
In one game?
Did he get a puck?
Did you say it's not U9? He got his first career NHL point.
Okay. Okay.
That's a little bit too participation trophy for you.
It's like
Second assist.
Still a
Actually, I
point.
don't know if it was.
let's get a goal here first. You know, maybe make
He
it
got
a goal.
that the next night.
Yeah,
What'd you guys?
Yeah,
what'd you
they
guys
got
think of Habs fans booing him when he touched the puck?
Habs fans, they give no fucks, man.
Why? Because they should have got. Because they
I don't know. They're just booing him when he touched the puck.
I like it. Why
Is
not?
it like a fun welcome to the NHL, welcome to the Bell Center moment, or is
Well,
it
there's
like
that video
weird?
of him signing a Blackhawks jersey, and someone with a Habs jersey comes up and he goes, "I can't sign a Habs jersey."
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
trying
it's
to find
just
the
a
storyline
welcome
here.
to the NHL moment, isn't
Yeah,
it?
fair.
Yeah, I
Going
think
to
it-
Montreal, that's kind of what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. How about Kirby Doc? What happened to him?
He is out for a long time.
So he got hit into the bench?
Yeah, something like that. He's a lower body injury.
Oh, was the door open?
I don't know. I didn't see the play. I just saw he's out.
Oh, was it?
Some guy got hit into the open door this weekend too.
Oh, shit.
That sucks.
I remember that happened to Brian Marchment once. It's horrifying.
He's coming out of the penalty box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he got
Remember
hit
when
back
this-
into the penalty box?
Yeah.
Remember when the
I think he
sides,
swallowed his tongue,
the
didn't he?
sides of the benches used to not be rounded. These just be hard corners. How many guys would get turnbuckled?
Turnbuckled.
McSorley used to like to turnbuckle dudes.
Those were fun hits to watch though, weren't they?
Oh, they were epic.
Oh,
Top of the body into the old turnbuckle. Down he
They
goes.
were epic.
I was watching an old Rock'em Sock'em the other day on YouTube. It is shocking what people used to do and then get put in those videos.
Oh, yeah.
You watch those with your 2023 eyes and brain, you're like, holy man.
and Don Cherry is just
Let's go.
Yeah.
Guy's like stabbing another guy with a stick and he's like,
oh,
that's a good guy.
whammo.
Keep your head up in the trolley tracks and there's
Here he comes through the middle of the ice and Bo Wango.
That's Hartford hockey.
Although Evander Kane's hit on Philip Peronic on Saturday night was a Rock'em Sock'em style hit.
Oh, yeah.
It was unreal. Best hits I've seen late in a long time.
Yeah.
Best hit I've seen since Pedersen hit CeCe in the first game, which don't ask Rick about it. Also, I saw Rick he's like perfectly across the rink from me from where his season
Was
tickets
he
are.
standing most of the game?
Oh man, there was a point the Draisaitl penalty where he pushed the stick out of the way.
Yeah.
Rick was pissed.
Watching a game with Rick is an different
Best.
experience entirely.
I can't wait to go to Seattle with
We'll
him.
get to do it in Seattle.
Yep.
And that nation vacation to Seattle coming up in less than a month. All of our nation vacations now are going to be partnered up with Alberta Blue Cross, our travel insurance provider. There's only one thing better than sharing memories. It's making new ones. Alberta Blue Cross's travel insurance protects your memories and more wherever your travel takes you. Visit ab.bluecross.ca/travel. There you go.
Very excited about that trip.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. I'm also very excited for the one in February, just because it'll be miserable in Edmonton and cold.
Launching soon.
And we'll get to slide down to Arizona.
Launching soon.
On the all new nationgear.ca.
Do you know that there was just as many people at the Canucks Army watch party in Vancouver at Greta as there were at the Edmonton one?
I do. Saturday night.
I know, but still, I'm upset about that.
Saturday night,
though, compared to Wednesday. At
Listen,
8
Greta
I'm
is
just-
rocking on every night.
I
but
know. Quad's on a mission, and that's what I'm upset about. Is that he's coming?
Do you think Quad's got a bunch of industry plants?
Probably.
Ice Spice?
Ice Spice was there.
Like with the NHL awards, those people that fill empty seats, they're
Yeah.
always moving around filling empty seats.
Maybe that's what
It
Quad's
would have
did.
cost them a lot of money.
No, Greta on a Saturday is rocking.
No, I know, but it was good to. It's a backhanded compliment to Canucks Army is essentially what I'm doing.
That's fair.
Although I'm very disappointed in them.
We
They're
still,
coming.
we still had a great time at Greta. We packed
No,
them up.
our party was great.
Yep.
Well, the outcome of the game was terrible.
Why?
But yeah, no,
They
I'm
did
actually I
have
was
the start
impressed.
time advantage. 7 p.m. on a Saturday, a little bit different.
Just a bit. Just a
I'm
little
not
bit.
knocking our party.
I know.
I'm actually celebrating what they did.
I was impressed with how well you guys looked in the Barbie outfits.
Oh yeah, this is your first pod since I come back for that. Thank you.
Very, very
Yeah,
good.
And I
look
got it was my outfit for the Beer Olympics I did on Friday night.
Oh,
So
Now it's just part of the
well,
rotation.
you're welcome.
yeah, so you guys actually did me a solid there. That all worked out.
Jeez. Well, Liam loves the visor.
Yeah, the visor's actually sick.
The visor plays.
The wigs were great. Your wig was especially great.
Yeah, I thought I pulled it off. Okay. Thought I pulled it off.
Yeah,
Just all right.
Just all right.
Amber asked him to keep it.
Yeah, where'd those things end up? You guys still have them?
Yeah, yeah.
Your Emchick has them in a
You get to use
special
them again?
box under the bed.
Oh, Jesus.
Only comes out on holidays.
After a couple Crown and
Yeah.
Gingers.
Sure.
Maybe a full bottle of Crown and
Sure.
Gingers.
Freaky times at your Emchick house.
Dress up.
All right. Well, I know we have a hard out. So, yikes. 2 games for the Oilers by our next episode? No, Tuesday, Thursday. So just one game for the Oilers.
Thursday, yeah, so
I think
one
they'll beat Nashville.
in Nashville.
They'll find a way to sort it out. And
They're going to win
maybe
both of these, Nashville and Philly. They got to win.
Well, like they should.
have to.
That's the
1
whole
in
thing.
3
Like, I don't
would
wanna-
not be great.
They have to win them.
Is the lineup changing lots?
Well,
I
I'm
saw
almost annoyed
something.
that Woody flipped up the lines already. He's got McDavid and Draisaitl together on the lines.
Oh man, that's just like such a bad signal. Like
I
we're
don't-
2 games in.
It's like I get it, but like 2 games in is way too early.
we're going into must win mode, even though I'm saying we have to win the next game. I'm just so torn. Like it's so shitty to start the season 0-2, losing to Vancouver both times.
Yes.
You know?
Can you imagine if they missed the playoffs because of a tiebreaker with the Canucks? Oh, no, just kidding. I promised this year I wasn't going to do all that.
Well, and I've been like telling people in the offseason, like, oh, we just need to, you know, we're focused on the playoffs.
Hard out.
Just focus on the playoffs.
We did have a hard out today, so bag milk's out.
Seemingly.
I respect that move.
Who are you talking to? Ice Spice?
See his jump time up from that chair
Yeah.
too? Boom. Meeting
Gone.
starts. Bang. Gone. I don't like that Woody broke up the third line either. That third line was buzzing for the last couple of games. I felt like you could have given them some more time together. Connor Brown's been disappointing though. So I guess I understand his demotion, but Warren Fogle also hasn't been enough of like a world beater to merit a move up to the second line. So I just don't love it. I don't have a ton of confidence in a Nuge Fogle Hyman second line.
No.
Say that power play stat you said earlier again.
Every point so far, or the Oilers.
The only
No one that's not on the power unit has a point.
There you go.
all the Oilers points so far have been on the power play.
Have been scored by players on the top power play unit.
Top power play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just been like new time in Draisaitl, McDavid, and Bouchard. Jay, that was the worst hockey game I've ever seen him play on Saturday night.
I'm, mum on the subject.
No, you're not. You tweet out Boosh Bomb with a lot of sarcastic undertones.
Oh, did I do that on Saturday?
Didn't you?
I might have.
Did you have a couple on Saturday?
I went to the game.
Were you the guy behind me?
I got midway through the game. I got invited into a box.
Nice.
Pause.
And it was got a little spicy from there.
Nice.
So yeah, I might have tweeted Boosh Bomb. I don't know.
You definitely tweeted Boosh Bomb.
I'll have to go check. I was emotional.
Yeah, clearly he was bad.
It's fine.
Ekholm was bad.
Ekholm was bad. Ekholm wasn't ready to come back.
No, he looked slow.
He just wasn't moving right.
Looked slow. Nurse had a bad play. Kulak had a bad play. Blah, blah, blah. I had Robin Brownlee on Oilers Nation every day today.
Flex.
Oh, nice.
And someone in the chat wanted me to ask him a question. Yeah. The question was, can you ask Brownlee to compare how Woody handles McDavid and Draisaitl to how Slats handled Mess and Gretz?
Yeah.
So I just asked it. And Brownlee goes, boy, you must think I'm a fossil. I didn't cover the team until Gretzky was gone. I'm not that old, Dialer. I was like, son of a bitch.
Ooh, burn.
It was a tough look for me.
Nah, I would have thought the same
thing. To be
thing.
fair, I would have made the same.
Yeah, the assumption was.
I would have hit him with, so you weren't paying attention to the Oilers at all prior to coming aboard. You can only speak to things you witness with your own eyes.
Kamloops, coming the bees.
Bag Milk thinks I should make that a bit whenever I have a Brownlee on my show now.
Just ask some questions from the early 80s?
Just be like...
In the WHA Oilers days.
Yeah, or like Draisaitl, like if Draisaitl's hot. This run Draisaitl's on, compare it to a run you would have seen from Maurice Richard.
Yeah. Worsley. Did he deserve that, Vezina?
Do you think there's things that Connor McDavid could learn from Al Hamilton as a captain?
Hey,
things that you saw in the room? There's a lot of
similar leadership styles.
It could be really good. Could be really good.
What's the preparation of Skinner and
Jacques Platt
to what you used to see back in Grant Fuhr, Andy Moog days?
I also have a bit with Frank I'm doing right now where the first question every time he joins the show is, Frank, what are the Oilers going to do at the deadline? And he gets really mad when I ask it. Text me, stop doing that. I will not, Frank. No. People need answers. And people now go into the DFO shows when we do our inbox question and they'll be like, what are the Oilers going to do at the deadline?
Does he get to see that?
Yeah.
It's
great. It's great. All right, okay, we're going to wrap this bad boy up. Shout out to Crown Royal, Century Mile Racetrack and Casino, DoorDash, Alberta Blue Cross, and Greta. We'll be back on Thursday to hopefully talk about the 1-2 Edmonton Oilers.
Go get it.